Hello and welcome, I am Tom, you are your Canines coach, and in today's video we are talking about how you can be the best dog owner in the world. And I'm going to tell you right now, the key is my 5-piece fulfillment puzzle, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed. There is a lot of amazing information in this video, but it all blends together and goes seamlessly into the perfect routine. So make sure you stick around right to the end to get all of the information you need to be the best dog owner in the world. So before we jump into the very first piece of the puzzle, I just want to talk about fulfillment. What is fulfillment? So fulfillment for me is I start off the day, I go to my boxing gym, I come back, I go to work, to a job that I absolutely love and adore and I couldn't do anything else. I come home, I love singing, so while I'm cooking, I'll have a sing in the kitchen. And then I love beer, we all know I love beer, so I'll have a beer when I have my dinner. I have a cuddle with the dogs. All of these things provide things that I need in my day. I need to exercise, I need mental stimulation. There are a lot of things that everybody needs to do, and it's the exact same thing with our dogs. We need to provide the same fulfillment for our dogs to be the best owners, to have the happiest dogs, and that is why the very first piece of the puzzle is routine. Dogs absolutely thrive. They love routine. I could give you all the information in the world about how to provide fulfilling things for your dog, but if you don't put it into a structured routine, it will not work. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. The second piece of our puzzle is excess energy. Energy can be a real problem. Energy that isn't burnt off turns into frustration, and frustration really can turn into any behavioral problem. It can be a nightmare. So making sure that we provide outlets for energy is crucially important. A good dog owner will always make sure that within that routine that we've got, excess energy is always burnt off. Puzzle piece number 3 is instincts. All of our dogs were bred to do a specific job. They have these instinctual desires that they really want to do. Just think of Labradors. They were born to retrieve. So a great outlet for them, something that we could provide to give them fulfillment, would be fetch. That's a great way of fulfilling a Labrador. Think of Beagles. They love to follow a scent. So if you set up some tracking, that dog is going to love that. That is you being a great dog owner. If you don't consider instinctual desires and provide outlets, your dog will itch its own scratch. Just think about collies chasing cars and nipping kids. It does happen. So be a good owner, provide outlets for your dog to let it get those instinctual desires out in a healthy, happy way. Puzzle piece number 4 is the bond that we have with our dogs. Dogs are super social animals, and let's face it, so are we. You know how the saying goes, a dog is a man's best friend, and I think we can all agree that diamonds aren't a girl's best friend. I think it's probably a dog too. But seriously, there are so many ways that we can bond with our dogs, but we do make one little mistake with it. We quite often get a little bit selfish with it. We just think about affection and petting the dog. That's more for us than it is for them. Even though they love it, it's more for us. We can do other things like training. Dogs love to train. It's one of the best ways that we can bond with our dogs. Going on a run together, exercising together. There are loads of ways, but the main thing is that a good dog owner will make sure that within their routine, they have created times where they can bond with their dog. Puzzle piece number 5 is purpose. Give a dog a job. Dogs love to have a purpose. They love to have a reason to get up in the morning, just like us. With Aegon, there are so many things that I ask him to do, not because I'm lazy or want him to do it, but because I actually want to give him something to do, a purpose, a reason to be around. For example, he goes and gets beers out of the fridge. That's not because I'm too lazy to get up and go and get myself a beer. It's a little bit because I'm too lazy to go up and get a beer, but it really is because he has a sense of purpose. I pay him for doing that. I give him lots of treats. If I drop anything, he's there to pick it up, and he loves to do it. He gets so excited if I drop something. If friends come over and they've left a phone on the table, he literally picks up someone else's phone and passes it to me. He goes and gets the remote. There are so many things that he will do for me because he has a sense of purpose. I've given him jobs to do. It makes him happy. So I want you to think about how you can do that for your dog. How can you give your dog a purpose? So just think about the other pieces of the puzzle. We've talked about instincts, we've talked about providing outlets, so think about it. Like, what would your dog like to do? Are there jobs that you think your dog would be great at? Think about what he was bred for and how can you provide a purpose for your dog. Trust me, it really does lead to a happy dog and thus making you the best dog owner in the world. So those are the 5 pieces of the puzzle to fulfill your dog, but there's one more thing that you need to know to be the best dog owner that you can possibly be, and that is to enjoy the process. If you enjoy the process, you will find that you are calm, you are confident, you're happy, your energy is good, and you're being positive. These are all incredibly important to be a good dog trainer or a good dog owner, to teach your dog, to have that bond. Everything that we've spoken about, these are characteristics that you have to have. If you are frustrated, if you are stressed, angry, and you don't have patience because you're not enjoying the process, you will be a bad dog owner. You will not be able to teach, to train, to bond, to fulfill your dog. That is a fact, I promise you that. So manage expectations by having realistic expectations, realizing that you are coaching your dog and it's a process, and just enjoying that process and making sure that your energy levels are right when you're communicating with the dog, making sure that you're being happy, positive, optimistic. I promise you, that is the best, fastest way to have successful dog training, to have the best dog in the world, to be the best dog owner in the world. I'm waffling again. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that subscribe button, like, comment, subscribe, do it, all of that good stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Puzzle piece, puzzle piece, puzzle piece. Fucking fuck to make it help. Fucking fuck. Structured routine. One more time.
Energy.
Excess. The second piece to our puzzle is excess energy. Something I have a lot of right now because of this cup of coffee. Now, energy turns into frustration if it's not burnt. Frustration turns into a million other dog behavioral problems, okay? I feel a little bit tipsy. Puzzle piece number 3.